guys, welcome back to Life on the Eddy Family Farm. So today's sponsor of the video is Jackery, Homepower 3600 Plus. So I know that we have actually done a video just a few days ago on Jackery, and but I wanted to show you guys that not only essentials are being used. So I'm actually in Leighton's room, and I'm going to be plugging in the TV, his PlayStation 5, his game chair, and that may be it for just in here. But then we will actually take you out and into the kitchen and show you more essential type items. So the Jackery Homepower 3600 Plus is designed specifically for modern households of 3 to 6 people. Combined power, safety, and portability in one complete home backup package. Jackery's essential home backup solution powers your home essential devices during an outage. So it doesn't matter if it rains and the power goes out, or there's tornadoes and the power goes out, or even if a car will crash into a phone line or a power pole and the power goes out. There are 6,000 plus cycles delivering over 10 years of durability. This is a long-term investment engineered to last 10 plus years. Not just an emergency gadget. Even with your daily use, the battery still remains at 70% capacity after 10 years. Includes a 3-year standard warranty with a 2-year extension, far above industry standards for long-term peace of mind. So you know we've dealt with a bunch of different size Jackeries. Well, this is the world's lightest and smallest 3.6K watts LFP power station. It's ultra portable and ready to roll effortlessly from the kitchen to the garage or into Leighton's room, all over this carpet, outside in the gravel, just wherever you need it to go. It is an easy way to go. The residential clean energy credit makes switching to solar power more affordable by offering a 30% tax credit on eligible solar products and their respective installation fees. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to turn this camera around, show you guys a few things in here. Then we're going to go to see, I think we're going to do the refrigerator, even our freezers. I don't think I've showed those yet. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in here. But before we actually start plugging things in, let's go ahead and just take a look at everything. So you've seen the display actually just went off. So we're going to click the power button once and it turns back on. So it shows now with 80%, it will run 99.8 hours. So that's almost a full 100 hours of usage that you can actually get. So over here to the right, you have an AC 3600 watt pure sine wave. So this is pure 30 amp. So if you have an RV, camper, anything that uses 30 amp, that will get you going. Moving on down, we have 2 USB-C's 100 watt max, and then 2 USB-A 18 watt max. And this is your USB. This is powering all of these 4 on. I'm gonna turn that off. Now the AC, I went ahead and turned it off. We have 4 AC 3600 watt pure sine wave down here. Now that they're off, we will turn those back on when we start actually using them. Kind of move that out of the way. All right, so moving over here to the side, this is your plug-in to the wall. So your wall charger, your AC 100 volt to 120 volt, 15 amp max. That is how we normally charge it unless we don't have any power. Then we just take it outside and we move on to the DC 80/20 input. So this is where you would actually plug in your solar panels. So like I said, if we don't have any power to actually charge this bad boy up, then we will move to outside where we have some sun and we have the solar panels. Then you got your AC output resets, and then up top, AC expansion port. And then you got your DC expansion port. And then you have your ventilation. Both sides actually has the ventilation, so it keeps it very safe. Now moving to the top, one of my favorite things is it has a long extension to your handle. And then it has, moving over here, you got your wheels. Move it off to the back side, and look here. It's got real good traction. So now that you've seen kind of everything on here, let's go ahead and jump in to start plugging things in. I already unplugged the TV and the PlayStation and the game chair down here. So I'm going to go ahead and start plugging things in. I also brought in some battery chargers for phones and stuff like that. so we can hook everything up. Starting off, we have a TV. First I'm gonna plug it in, turn the AC on. Now the TV's not on yet. All right, we got the TV on. It shows the TV pulls 33 watts. Now here's the PlayStation. And to be honest, I may not know how to turn that PlayStation on. I know the power button, but I don't know if I can play it. So, it is on. Oh yeah, that pulls a lot. It got to like 108, about 108 watts. So now, we actually have a USB-C or we have a USB-A port. And before I actually plug this one in, I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off because this one you can't really tell it's working until the lights are off. You got the USB-A, plug it in there, turn it on. Looky there. So that right there shows to be pulling 100 watts. All right, let me turn the lights back on. All right, so we got 100 watts here with all of this. So let's go ahead, and I brought a couple chargers in here. Let's get Brandon's phone. We got a USB-C. Shows it's charging there. And that put up, 128. And then we have one of our mics, because that is something we use with almost every video, because the wind here in Oklahoma is not the best. So I'm going to leave it right there, but then plug it in. Oh, it jumped up a couple. Not a whole lot, but it does show to be charging. So anyways, this is all kind of essentials for Leighton. He thinks these are all essentials, but let me go show y'all what the real essentials are. All right, let's go find some essentials. So it's easy access, easy moving. Just like that. So we're going to start with the refrigerator. There's nothing hooked up as of yet. You can see I turned the refrigerator off. There's no lights. Let's go ahead and leave that open. Let there be light. So it's going to jump up there. 185. It just now kicked on. Look at that. It jumped all the way to 900. Not only will it run the refrigerator, not only will it run your Leighton essentials, the TV, game station, anything for really which kids think are essentials. So it will run all of that. You got this, but let's go back and I'm gonna check out we have 2 freezers. So let's go ahead and go check those out. I'm gonna plug both of them in and show you how much wattage it will pull. All right, so this is our freezer room. We have our main source of meat in this one. We have some deer and some beef and stuff inside this one as well. But I'm going to go ahead, turn my display on. We're still at 79%. And then I will start plugging in and I'll turn the AC on. So this one goes right here. And then this white freezer I'm going to go ahead and plug in. And then it should start. You see right there? Now we have light. Alright, so it's jumping up there. Got 313 watts. But that right there shows you that it's working, and it's going to, actually it shows 8 hours while these 2 will keep our meat fresh and have us an opportunity to go and figure out what's going on with the power. You stay worry-free with fast solar charging that keeps you powered up at all times. There's 25% solar efficiency that delivers fast 4-hour charging. It's also waterproof and wind. So with that being said, Black Friday is approaching us, and also Christmas. And Jackery is having a huge sale. It's 65% off sale. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box and the comment box. Go ahead and go click on that link and get you one of these bad boys for the holidays. But I want to thank you guys so much for all your love and support that you guys shown me and my family over these years of being on social media. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, turn notification bell on, and subscribe. God bless.